like something completely different. Like he'll say, yo, I like the position you in, and I'm like, yo, did he just say I wish I could penetrate him? Like, hearing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hearing, like, yo, hold up, wait, what did he just say? Like,
as I'm getting it on, I'm getting it going, just starts going like overtime, like pow, pow, and I'm just hearing, I'm like, bro, I'm hearing him, he's beating his dick so hard.
I had with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard a lot of business. Cause what they would do is Sean talks a lot on the phone and on the TV with speakers and stuff, and I was like a slave. Okay, for them that's what I was. That's all.
One of Diddy's male groupies just aired out what was really happening in them freak-offs, and what he is saying is pretty wild. Man, Sean Puffy Combs really is the freakiest man alive. Turns out Puff wasn't just throwing his usual freaky parties. He was throwing himself at other dudes. Word is, he kept a rotation of dudes on standby like it was some kind of twisted fantasy draft. Now, one of them hired men, Shari Hayes, aka The Punisher, just exposed some of Diddy's most twisted freak show behavior. So y'all better get comfortable, cause what he said is surely gonna make you uncomfortable. We're talking candles, veils, baby oil, and a billionaire butt naked in the corner, pacing and going crazy with his Tootsie Roll like there was not tomorrow. And it didn't just happen once or twice. The Punisher says this went down 8 to 12 times, and hotel suites costing more per night than most dudes' yearly rent. So here's how it all started. Punisher said Cassie, under the fake name Janet, hit him up talking about it was her birthday and she wanted to hire a dancer. Regular gig, right?
Yo, they called up like they was just hiring a regular party. Cassie hit me directly, said her name was Janet, and said it was her birthday. So her husband said she could hire a dancer. So I just booked it like a regular party. At the time, it was like $200. I gave her a quote. She said she was gonna be there with some friends. They gave me an address and the time to show up. And I'm thinking I'm showing up to do a party, just a regular little strip tease for a birthday girl.
But when he pulled up thinking it was gonna be a little strip tease, he got hit with the freak plot twist. Cassie, who is trying to hide her identity by wearing a wig, tells him it's a private session for her and her husband. Yeah, Diddy, though he ain't know it yet. She told him straight, her husband is gonna walk in and he ain't supposed to look at him or talk to him. Just act like he ain't even there. Homie's thinking it's just freaky couple stunt until this supposed husband starts walking in the room like a damn ghost, sitting in the corner, face covered with a Muslim veil, butt naked from the neck down, hand on Tootsie Roll with a bottle of Astroglide in his hand.
It's extra crazy because it's not straight on, so it's at the corner of my eye. I'm like, yo, this dude got on like a veil, and he's half the time he's beating off and he's walking side to side. So it was definitely a difficult space to try to be in. But I ain't no front, bro. At the time, I'm greedy. I want this bread. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the scenario.
At first, it was just visuals, all for Puff's twisted entertainment. But then, the Punisher said things escalated real quick. Diddy went full cuckoo mode. This man didn't just want to watch no more. He allegedly wanted instructions followed. Punisher said after the first couple of sessions, it became mandatory to hit raw. And every time he was about to get off, it had to be on Cassie's lips, not the ones on face, if you know what he meant. The order was strict. You couldn't even leave unless it went down like that. That's the level of control Puff was allegedly on.
Yeah, so I didn't get the instructions from him, but it was instructions from her, like specifically. Every time I nutted, I had to nut in or around the outside of her box. Like, so on the lips, everything, and to that degree on the outside of her. And that was clockwork. It had to be done like that every single time. And actually, it was kind of mandatory. Like the session could not be over unless I nutted, and I had to nut on the outside of her. Like,
you couldn't leave until that happened?
Yeah, that was like mandatory. It was like
so
that gotta happen for the session to be over.
Now here's the crazy part. He didn't even know it was Diddy at first. Man said it took him over a year before he figured it out. Only found out by accident when he turned on the hotel TV and the screen said, "Welcome, Mr. Sean Combs."
And just in time, I happened to cut on the TV, and the TV had a welcome message. So the TV said, yo, X's house would like to welcome Mr. Sean Combs. And I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like, I had no idea, man.
So that's how you found out that it was Cassie and Diddy by just coming on the TV and seeing the introduction on the television. Wow.
On the TV.
Wow.
According to Punisher, he was shocked to realize he was smashing Cassie, Diddy's girl, doing all types of wild stuff in the presence of a silent husband in a veiled inn who turned out to be Diddy, the billionaire mogul himself. And things got even more uncomfortable when Puff started making moves on him. Bro said he'd hear Diddy whispering stuff to Cassie, like Diddy wanted to clap Punisher too, but the Punisher said he declined cause he ain't gay.
I would hear like something completely different. Like he'll say, yo, I like the position you in, and I'm like, yo, did he just say I wish I could penetrate him? Like, hearing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hearing, like, yo, hold up, wait, what did he just say? Like,
you're not gay, you're saying?
Absolutely not.
The Punisher said that Cassie paid him $800 to stage a scene and asked him to put baby oil on each other. And let's not act like this is just street talk. A lot of what the Punisher said lines up with Cassie's lawsuit and everything that has come out in the court. There's even a part where Cassie looked at Diddy for approval before the Raw smash, and Puff allegedly gave the green light like, go ahead, have a good time. Looks like this wasn't love, but some sick, twisted power trip kingdom Diddy was allegedly running, where Cassie was a pawn and other men were just props for his own sick desires. Now, it ain't just the Punisher speaking. Long before Diddy got indicted, slammed with the RICO charges, and started drowning in freaky lawsuits, Jonathan Audi claimed he was an escort hired by Diddy and Cassie. Now, at the time, no one believes him, but official court documents from trial do list him as one of the men who was hired by Diddy. Now, let's rewind real quick to get this picture better. Back in 2018, Audi went viral after he hit up Trump's National Doral Resort, but while cops were trying to piece together his motive, Audi started talking crazy, or so it seemed. He claimed he was Diddy's worker, hired for some next level freak sessions.
I had with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would master tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard a lot of business. Cause what they would do is Sean talks a lot on the phone and on the TV with speakers and stuff, and I was like a slave, okay? For them, that's what I was. That's all.
Said Diddy did some wild controlling freak-off stuff and allegedly even gave him herpes. He claimed a lawsuit was filed and it all got silenced with hush money.
I was like a sex slave, okay? For them, that's what I was. That's all right? I caught herpes and I came back and I sued him for the herpes and won. But
fast forward to now, that Audi story doesn't sound so crazy anymore. Like that wasn't enough, another escort hit up Armin Wiggins' podcast saying Diddy had a sick obsession with dudes. Bro said Diddy used to stand in the corner making everyone uncomfortable. Even said he saw Diddy run down the alley naked, screaming and saying some wild stuff.
The guy hops up, half dressed, storms out the room. As he leaves the room, he says, "Dick better be hard." Loud as and I was like,
so he had got upset and like stormed out, said that better be hard,
bruh. And I looked down to make sure I had my blade because I was like, oh, $150 this. I don't give a f. I will cut this. I will cut this.
Cassie's name kept coming up. Same patterns of control, same ritual freak behavior. Now you ain't gotta be no detective to see what's up. All these stories, different dudes, same energy. So the question is, was Audi the first to tell the truth and nobody listened? And trust the online community, they've been loud. One dude hit hard saying, this just make me believe even more about the rumors of him allegedly having HIV. He won't join in, but will watch and coordinate. Another user added, walking back and forth with a bottle of Astro Glide is super funny. Yo, the freak off interview tour is crazy. So now that the dudes are speaking up, what else is about to come out? But yo, what do you think? Is this all some coordinated smear, or is Diddy's freak empire finally crumbling under its own weight? Drop your thoughts in the comment, hit that like, subscribe, and stay tapped in with the next jaw dropper loading up now.